Fellas, what is good? Welcome back to another video on the red R32 drift car. I wasn't planning on doing another video until it was tuned. I can't actually take it for a proper blat to show what we have been doing, but I thought I'd do one anyway, just because I have been fluffing around with it since the last video, ironing out a few little issues, just a bunch of little bits and pieces. There has been a lot of shit that I've been doing that I thought, nah, I'm not going to film that, nah, I'm not going to film that, and then by the end of it I was like, probably could have filmed that, probably could have made a video of that. So, and you just get the fast version. I'll just give you a once over of what's been happening. Yeah, so basically, as we talked about in the last video, it is the RB20 det. We do have, yeah, I'm not going to explain it again. We talked about it in the last one. If you haven't seen it, go watch it and you'll be able to see what's going on with that. Get away, flies, you bastards. But yeah, what's been going on in the last week? I have had a bit of a nightmare with, I don't actually know if it was going to be a problem or not, but the factory fuel rail, I had a weird one, and it had a dampener on the end. So basically what it is like another form of fuel pressure regulator, at least it looks like that, but it is a dampener which is supposedly used for stabilizing or evening out the optimization of the fuel pump into the rail or some shit like that. And some RB20s had them, I believe some RB25s had them. Not very common, as I've got another one here which didn't have one either. Someone, which I wasn't going to use this, but someone had tried to, I think this was off an RB25 that someone had tried to convert from side feed to top feed. But yeah, long story short, some of them had it, some of them didn't. If you're not going to use it, the best way to get rid of it is to bypass this whole line, so then you can just not have to worry about this, putting that into a vacuum source, and then you're away laughing. It's controversial whether that would have been fine or not. My tuner said that it would be fine just to leave it like that, but there's a lot of speculation on the internet that was making me sort of think otherwise. Yeah, I didn't want to get an aftermarket fuel rail because just, I mean, that trying to squeeze the rail in under that and a fuel pressure regulator, obviously as you can see there's not really much room there anyway, and quite frankly you don't need it. These stock rails and regulators make plenty of power. I've seen it time and time before. Just something that I didn't really feel like I needed to spend money on, so I was, yeah, I just got another good condition second hand rail for a box of piss, so bloody good. And just shit like that just was frustrating me because I was like, man, it'll probably be fine, but it's a brand new motor. I'll be gutted if it, like, you know, leaned out somewhere, which is effectively what happened to the first motor. Now, which I'm 99% sure that that was because of a blocked injector, but we'll never know. So yeah, we've got a new fuel rail in there, so that's good, and it doesn't have the dampener, I should say. So it's just a clean little one piece, feed in, feed out, with a rig. How's your father? Not bad. That's good. Got that sorted. The next issue I had was, well, again, probably not really an issue, but I have been fluffing around with it. Check out this for a little number. So it's a 3-inch exhaust. Or is it? I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's 2.5 inch. So it goes, it's a 3-inch the whole way, and it's got the 3-inch Tomei downpipe. And then it was into this little bottleneck of a bastard. So again, don't know if it was actually going to cause any problems, but I had talked to me and the boys, decided that if anything it's causing a bit of turbulence. You know, you got 3-inch of bloody straight off the turbo coming down, taking flight, ready to shoot out the arse end of it, and then it hits this little number. So again, could be restricting power. We'll never find out, but now I've managed to sort that. Oh yeah, jump on into here. Don't laugh at my welding. So we now have a 3-inch the whole way, little stainless guy. Welded that all up. And then yeah, so we should be good and I have put a flexi on it because I never used to run a flexi. Very arguable point. I don't know, I think it's a bit of a stupid idea. I sort of was in the camp of you don't need it because, I don't know, rear wheel drive cars, some people just say you don't need them, but that's what I had been told, so I was under the influence that didn't. But funny enough, I had been blowing a lot of turbo gaskets, you know, moving of the motor and whatnot. Not really much give in the exhaust, and yeah, so whatever, that's all there now. And that's pretty much, somehow, that's managed to take up a week. Just that shit alone. So obviously, getting to the fuel rail is a bit of a bitch. Fart ass around with that. I've got some pretty bloody bougie catch can set up at the moment. It's not permanent. It used to be fine when I didn't have the viscous fan and the shroud. It used to just flow. It used to just fit across there sweet. I used to run 2 electrics, but that was shit. So we got rid of that. And yeah, she's pretty much good. Someone actually requested I went over the wheels again. Seems to be a bit of a hot topic on this car. Obviously classic XT7s, chrome, and CST Hyper Zeros. I'm big chrome guy, big on chrome. So these do look a bit outrageous. For the front, they're 18 by 9.5 plus 12 with a 25mm spacer, which fits pretty good. I'm yet to see, I haven't actually drifted with them yet, but I think they will be fine on lock. I do just have cut and shut knuckles, so it's not like crazy parallel steering, but we'll see how they go. I've driven it around the block and it doesn't seem to rub, but those are some 17 by 9.5 plus 18 techs that will be going on the front if these are too gnarly and they're rubbing. So you never know. Once you're on the track, everything changes. And these puppies are XT7 18 by 9.5 plus 20. I think they are. I think that's what they were. Plus 20? Plus 30? Plus 30. Oh, I can't remember now. It might be plus 30. Oh, fuck. Who knows? But they're sick anyway. There we've got a 5mm spacer, and they sit about the same as the T7Rs that are under there somewhere. Yeah, I actually wanted chrome the whole time, but I couldn't find another pair of chrome wheels, so that's why I bought the T7Rs off mate Harry. But whatever, you need more. I'm going to need more wheels anyway for full drift days, so that's cool. What else? Oh, we did the battery in the boot mod, which I talked about. Oh, whoa, hello. Yeah, there we go. Did the battery in the boot modification also while the motor was out, while I was waiting for things to happen. Don't know if I talked about it in the last episode or if I've ever talked about that before, but that's, yeah, it's not really rocket science. You basically run a cable from the front to the back and you sneak it on over there and then you whack it in a box. Now I know this isn't the proper way to do it, but it's not going to be going for cert, and that's solid as, well, it's not going anywhere anyway. You can move around, but I'll fluff around with that. I'll get to the bottom of that. And it's got a brand new Walbro 455 horsepower pump, I think, which is on a relay. I think it's a 450 pump, 255 litres per hour or some shit. I don't know. Someone will verify that for me. It did have a aftermarket fuel pump in it, but when we pulled it out, it was just sort of like a no brander. No brand, didn't have a name, so I was like, oh, that's sketchy. I bought a new pump for it ages ago. I never actually ran it because I didn't have that no brand pump that I had in it. Made 200 kilowatt fine, never ran out of fuel pump, so that's all good. Oh, bit of unce in the background there. Shut up. What else is there to talk about? Not really a hell of a lot. Maybe we'll turn it on. Oh, bang keys. That's the Primera keys. Oh god, too many cars. Oh, probably where I left them, in the car. A little bit pissed off actually. Another side note that probably no one cares about, but I do. The fucking tacho doesn't work. The stupid cluster that I bought. Blue one, always wanted a blue one. Painted all glittery, painted all sick. got that shit going on, and the taco doesn't work. That'll piss you off, but luckily I've got a bit of a collection over there. Yeah. Like a charm. Look at that, eh? Like a ball one. She is running a bit rich. She's not running too badly now. It was running like shit before after I sort of gave it a bit of a service and I put the new rail in. It sort of started up and was... Probably turn that off. I've been trying not to run it too much, but I do need to start it to check for leaks. But because of the lowered compression ratio, the original tune hasn't probably allowed for that, and the fuel pump that's probably sending more fuel. Few variables there. I haven't put it on boost or anything yet because it's a bit dangerous. I did give it the full 9 yards service. So engine builder and other people had suggested that start the car the first time. Obviously this brand new motor's been started. Start it. If it runs, sweet. Just bring it up to like 2 grand. Let the oil, make sure oil pressure builds with revs, and then once you get it up to operating temperature, turn it off, dump the oil, dump the filter, put more oil in it, and that's basically what I've done today. So now we should, then this will be the dyno oil. So, and then after the dyno, then we'll dump that oil again and put more fresh oil in it. So yeah, it's a little bit, I mean, it's not really that expensive. It's like 50 bucks or 60 bucks every time. I haven't put like the mean stuff in it yet. I've just been putting a 10W40, just like, I actually got new lawn stuff today because someone said that it was actually all good and it was on special. So that'll do. And it's obviously not going to be getting abused on this, but I do usually run Penrite Racing 10ths. I might actually change it to 10W40 when I get the proper oil in it this time. I always used to run 10W50, but I don't know. For whatever reason. It's a bit arguable really, what kind of oil to run in these things, I reckon. But it's a standard car, like it's a standard internally. It's nothing crazy. It's just got shitloads of bolt-ons really. So anywho, that'll probably wrap it up. Before we do though, one more thing. We got some seats over here, so I'm going to probably try and whip them in, because for a long time I've just been running stock seats and I've never minded it. I thought it was sweet as. Everyone's like, oh my god, you drift with no proper seat. And I'm like, it's fucking sweet as. What do you mean? Like, it's a seat, you just sort of bloody, as long as you can fucking drop the clutch and do a skid, then you're sweet. But I hadn't really thought it. I do get rolled around a little bit, but whatever. So and then after that, I don't know if I'll do it before the dyno or not, but all of the interior has to come out. I wonder why. What do you pull the interior out for? Yeah, so we'll discuss that in a later date as well. But anywho, for now, thanks for watching. Stoked on all the comments and all the feedback I've been getting. So people are actually into watching me talk shit about my car, so that's cool, that's dope. See you guys on the next one. Hopefully we'll be making some power. Till then, cheers.